How? Right, let's have a look. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to episode 68, or number 68, of the Chinwag with myself here and Rebecca.
Yep.
And the important...
We're starting well.
It's 'cause
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you were doing, mister.
I didn't mean... That wasn't the plan. So, anyway...
Anyway, good evening.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to episode 68 of the Chinwag. We have actually gone live dead on time.
We hope it's dead on.
We are, or a little bit early, in fact. So, really.
Well, there is a delay, so
Yeah.
we may not be live yet.
Yeah, there may well be, yes, but I'm not sure. But I'm just saying,
Anyway.
Hi there, guys. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome
Hello,
to
hello,
the chat. On this, it's been a lovely day, hasn't it? Like Friday.
The weather today has been it's still cold up here. Okay.
It's, cold is
but when
standard.
the sun comes out, it's just
just great. It's just great.
Yeah.
One thing I've got to say we love about it up here is when there's blue sky. I mean, blue sky is the same everywhere.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, we said this earlier. Like, you know, I just want to say it again because now I
we
said it to you.
talk so much.
We do. We talk.
But you haven't told everybody else, so you know.
Well, it's blue sky everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I presume it was pretty blue down in London today as well.
Yeah.
Assuming there wasn't wild variations in the weather.
Yeah.
The difference is how much sky you can see, and I absolutely love the amount of sky you can see up here.
It's just
we
we were driving towards Preston today, weren't we? Because we had to go and do our boring stuff like food shop and things like that. So we were driving towards Preston.
Yeah.
Through this like this road that goes past all these fields, and you could just see
most of the roads
forever,
go past fields, don't
yeah,
they?
I know.
So most of the roads.
I didn't know how to put it. I didn't know how to describe it, but it's just like fields on fields, and then you see like the hills in the distance with, you know, just
exactly.
It was just amazing.
Yeah, exactly. It was one of those things. It was just absolutely epic.
Yes.
Okay, we are live. Okay,
Yep.
and I can see that we've actually left ourselves on our sales page. So we can talk about our sales first.
Should we go with the sales?
By the way,
we haven't
hi
said hello
guys.
yet.
We'll say hello as well.
Should we go to the chat?
Yeah, we'll say a few hellos.
Okay, we're in a small box. Okay?
Yeah, we're in a
just
small
gonna
box.
Stay here, all right?
Yeah, just for now, so you can take in how bad the sales have been.
Yeah, there we go.
Right. Hi to Peter, Ray, Adam, and Treasure Pirate Heather, Karen, Dave Rowland, Richard Hale. Who else is in here? Southwest Sellers is in here. Hi there.
I don't know, you said Karen.
Yeah, Karen, Indie Chick as well.
Yep.
Peter Ray, I said that as well. Chris Newton as well. Stu Mandry. Did we said Adam Kelsey, Andy
so.
Robinson, Peter Cummins, Jason's in the chat, Jason Entwistle. You know, thank you for joining us. Joan, Glenn, Martin, Adam Kelsey. I don't know if I've said this. Megapixel. I've probably said the same names about 5 times now. But hi everybody.
Hello.
And is this on topic already? Importance of clear space.
The Dublin
fields.
reseller as well.
The Dublin reseller. Hi, Chelsea. I was just in Chelsea there as well. So hi everyone. Yeah, we're
gonna rush on and do the sales.
We're gonna do the sales.
We've left the screen
on the sales. As you can see, sales have been tragic for the past 7 days. They've been really bad. I don't really know what to put it down to. We've been doing the work, I would say. We've been doing work. I don't think we've been so...
You got to sound convincing when you say that, just so you know.
Right, let's just go through the sales, okay? These sales are this is like compared to a year ago. So normally you want to be better than your last year.
Yeah.
Overall, we're way better, right? So overall we're happy. So far,
happy.
we smashed last January. I'm sure we're going to smash February. We are overall doing better than last year, but however, just on why
the stock is slightly different.
It's very different. Actually, I'm going to show you that. It's very different. So this graph is showing you the sales for the last year versus this year. So last year's sales were in the yellow line, and the blue line is this year's sales. Now you can see on this day we have had almost identical sales. So last year we sold £378. This year we sold £380 on the 29th of January. But so only £2 difference. But look at the difference in transactions. So last year it was 3 transactions because we tended to do a lot fewer items.
Bulk, didn't we?
A lot more bulk, but it was much more sporadic overall. And this year we're doing many more transactions, and it's bringing in like the same kind of turnover. But yeah, we've obviously dropped off here. I mean, we've had the last few days have been really dead. You can see we had
really
a £23 day, a £50 day, a £30 day. Those figures could have been £100 better. We did have a sale for £100, which didn't pay because it was not worth talking about, but it just didn't happen. It was like £100 sale, so it could have been £100 better, but it wasn't. It's the way it is. We've been working, like you said, we've been working. I think it's that same old story where even though you've been working, unless you've been actually listing, you're going to struggle to feel like that.
Well, the
you've
thing
worked.
is, I mean, I've been drafting the listings, haven't I?
Yes, you have been,
Like, we kind of had a little bit of a joke about this earlier. I did say to him, I'm going to shame you on the chat tonight.
You go ahead.
So I've been drafting the listings, bringing down the bags for Zahir to photograph, and they've just been sat on the side until today.
I mean this kind of...
So, for the past 2 days, no listings have been going active on the store.
I think, but also over the week as well, we've not done overall as much as we have done previously. So some of those sales may well be down to not having quite as much activity as we have previously, although it's more likely that it's down to the fact that it's the last week of January. People are probably getting big credit card bills coming through their door, and they're just probably not as keen to spend, or it just could be the way it is. We had a great week. We've had great weeks before.
So we can't complain. Overall, we're pretty happy with how January went for us.
So it is one of those situations where you're kind of like, how do you reason it? And I think that's another reason why, if you saw those sales figures we showed you were for the past 7 days, it's so important not to read too much into your last 7 days.
Very true.
I would say you've got to look monthly at least. I think it's common sense really, but if you look at most companies that share your or like when they discuss their profits, they're not often concerned by how they're doing month on month. Like, for example, when companies that are listed on the stock market, they release like quarterly results and half yearly and yearly results. That's what changes things in terms of like their price and stuff. The price doesn't tend to fluctuate dramatically in between, unless obviously some bad news has come out or whatever. So I definitely think that take it with a pinch of salt, because you saw there that it said we're doing 50% worse than last year. We don't want the panic bells ringing, do we, for that? Because overall we are doing a lot better than last year.
We're happy. Should we go back into the chat?
Oh my god, is that Scott? I remember you, Scott. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you, Scott. Scott O'Reilly, shout out to Scott in the chat. I can't believe it. Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
I remember Dixon's Marble Arch. I had a lot of fun there. We used to work there back in the day.
Well, we used to work together in the Croydon branch, didn't we? And then we moved to London. And then you went to Marble
Small
Arch,
world,
and I went to the Tottenham Court Road branch,
exactly. So it's 29th is payday, says Joan Glenn as well. Right, let's just go into the chat. Megapix says, I hear your bad sales on my target. Everyone...
Oh, do you know what? Believe me, we're still happy with the sales that we do have. We're not... You know what, this is another thing that's important, right? When you see people sharing their sales, so for example you see us sharing our sales figures and stuff, you've got to take it
as just what it is, right? It's just a couple of people sharing their turnover or whatever. But you don't know. I might have a raging crack habit, and so
I love the way you always go to that extreme.
Well, because they don't know. I could have, and then if I do,
why can't you just say, everyone has different expenses in life.
Well, that crack is an expense.
Different positions. Yeah, but why do you have to go to that extreme all the time, man?
Okay, well, maybe,
But anyway, what your point was that,
Yeah, well, my point is that it's relative, isn't it? Some people can afford to live on a lot less, and some people need a lot more. Now, for us, the reason why we say it's been a slow week is because if we just do that amount, it's not enough for what we need.
No.
We've got debts that we need to pay. We've got obviously our bills to pay. We've got things to deal with. So
this is our full-time income.
We're trying to
although I help out at the shop.
Yeah.
Like one day a week.
And it's exactly, and you guys know we want to at some point be able to own a house, so we're a long way from that target right now, and so we need to make this year count really big towards that. People are questioning Scott if he's still in the chat about my work ethic. Did I quit my job?
Did you ever fall asleep in the stockroom?
Scott was actually my manager, so he would be very well placed. But I don't think he was too busy being busy. So it's Scott says, great to see you're still in retail. Yeah, it's our own type now, but thanks for popping in, Scott. A lot of people asking Scott some questions about how it went. I really liked it there because it was tech. I've always loved tech. I've always loved tech. I've always enjoyed electronics, as you guys know, so it was amazing. People let's go into the chat and let's see what people are saying. Right. Okay. Yep, take the bigger picture. It's profit that matters, not turnover, says Treasure Pirate. Exactly. Turnover's irrelevant.
That's the other thing. You don't actually know what we've spent on the stuff.
Yeah, we could have
only
spent,
what we tell you. So
exactly.
We might even only just be breaking even.
Or
we could
be,
hey.
Or we could be, someone sharing turnover could be making a loss, right?
Yeah.
You could in theory have £1,000 of sales in a week and make a loss because you spent 1,200 quid on whatever you just sold for 1,000 quid.
Exactly.
Because it was a bad buy, and you know that 1,000 is a good get out.
So even though we share our figures, you have to kind of
always take it with a pinch of salt, definitely. Right. Most people know me as Mad Birds are here, says Joan Glenn. My last video is cool if anyone saw it, says Peter Ray, about how much are Yu-Gi-Oh cards worth on eBay in different variants. Cool. So if any of you guys want some Yu-Gi-Oh tips, check out Peter Ray's YouTube channel. If you click on the three black dots, you can go to his channel and obviously subscribe and check that out. Pete is well into his a lot of stuff really. Video games, cards, stuff, toys, everything. So Jason Marlin says Breaking Bad at Z's place. I loved Breaking Bad. And Jason says crack is dear homie. Definitely.
We binge watched Breaking Bad, didn't we?
We loved every moment of it. I think we did. It was epic. Righty then. The crack is really Moorish, says Megapic. And okay. Oh, we're not getting gossip. Because Scott said one of our best employees ever. Thanks, Scott. He's gone now, but yes. That's epic. It's so funny. Paid comment, says Dave Rowland. There you go. Thanks, Dave. Yes. Z, were you allowed to rock up to work in your Fila hoodies when you worked for Scott? Asked Chelsea. No, I used to wear this blue shirt.
Yeah, blue shirt.
It was like a blue shirt with the red Dixon's logo on it.
Was, yeah.
And it was just the way it was: black trousers and blue shirt. That was it. It was not the best uniform, but it was a uniform.
It was a uniform. I just say hi to the Hillsman. He said sorry, he's not been in for a while, but hello.
Hello, welcome to the chat. Alrighty then. And Caroline from the Celtic Traders is in. Hi there, Caroline says, didn't realise you could click on the three dots to go to someone's channel. There you go, a little tip there. Yes, you can go and just click on those little boxes and you can go to someone's channel. Epic.
I still try and just click on the name.
You still click on the name, yeah.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Now my hair's just a mess. It's not neat. Now this kind of the sales and like the amount of work, etc. What we're kind of talking about kind of leads on to the topic.
Yes.
Which is the importance of a clear workspace. Now, when I told Beck that's what I was going to call the title, you just laughed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your...
Do you know what, right? Your office space. And bearing in mind, you've got a lot more stock down here. So I will take that into consideration.
Okay, that's good. That's something, yeah.
But, oh my goodness. Working here every day, I don't know how you do it.
How I do it, yeah.
I really don't. I have to come down and do my post down here. Okay, and that's about the only thing I really have to do down here. And I dread it every morning when I come down to package parcels.
Really?
Because
you dread it? Seriously?
Normally I can't find the sellotape because where I think he's going to have put it, it's not. the little guillotine, the paper cutter, okay?
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue where that is. I found it in some really odd places. And I'm like, why is it here? I don't know, it was in my way. Well, why can't you just leave it where it was?
Do you know what? I think we have found stuff in the most ridiculous places. Like, I'll be walking around the office and we will, like, find things that I've just put...
Yeah, like the sellotape will be on top of one of the big boxes. And I'm like, why is it up there?
Yeah,
there's a desk over here,
I know,
where we keep our postage
because
stuff.
I don't have a particular. It's really important to start, I think, giving places to things, like giving actual places to things. It sounds really simple, but guys, it makes life so much simpler. I mean, since that whole debacle of not being able to find the paper guillotine and the sellotape, etc., I've now actually devoted a drawer to that stuff. So now I know.
How long do you reckon this will last?
No, it's gonna last. Where do you want to check that drawer and you'll find everything in there.
I'm not checking the drawer.
Check the drawer.
No, because you've done this before.
No, but I've done it now. It's there. Okay. Like, the stuff is there, right?
I believe you.
Yeah, so like I've got a drawer now that and the thing is, I need this, and part of the reason why, okay, this is part of the reason why I think listing hasn't gone as well. Me and Beck, as you guys know, have got a really good system for listing stuff. Beck does the drafts, brings down the stuff I need, and then I can photograph it, edit, and attach it to the drafts. So this is what normally happens. Like, we've got an example for you guys. This is a bag of RC parts. And you can see it's got all random bits and pieces in here. What have we got in here? So may as well have a look. They range, they really do. So you got some, I don't know, brake supports, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, like little bits of RC. There's like a suspension spring. I don't know. Is there anything cool in here or not?
Probably not.
Might be. Oh yeah, there's pins. Hinge pin. Those are hinge pins to keep the arms in on the car. Okay. So they're quite important, actually. Oh, there you go, steering slider. So that's the bit that connects to the steering linkage. So, but yeah, so Beck's gone through and she's listed these. I'm gonna be careful because that's gonna be picking up all that noise. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And then she bags them up, and you can see they've got like a little label there with all the parts.
The part number.
With the part number.
Yeah.
And we ended up with 2 of these bags down here. And each bag is going to have like 20 odd items.
It ranges. If there's a lot of items, there can only be like 15. So if there's a lot of the same items, then normally there'll only be about 15. And then there's others that will have like 20 per bag. So it all depends. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's, exactly. It can be an amount. And normally as soon as you've been bringing them down, I've been getting through them.
Yeah.
However, the photo area down here, I also use as a packing station.
You do.
So we take the white sheet off and then we pack on it. And because we've not been packing away the stuff properly, like the sellotape and this, that, the other, gets left out and it just clutters the space. But also, since getting this RC haul, a lot of space has gone to like, you know, in the office has gone to just RC parts, like, you know, and I'd taken like some cars apart. If you just shift your head there, that's mine now. I thought I'd tell you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That's mine now. I fixed that up. And like I had parts everywhere.
I like the way you sprung that on me. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, this stuff that I got, that's mine.
And there were parts everywhere from it, weren't there?
Yeah.
And no, but the others are going to sell. I'm going to sell all the others. Don't worry.
Yeah, until you take a liking to them while you're fixing them up.
No. Anyway,
Anyway, we'll talk about this later.
We'll talk about that later. So. And the parts were everywhere, and the room was a mess for a good couple of days with just parts everywhere. And I realised I wasn't getting nearly as much work done. Like it wasn't focused on getting listing done, because every time I'd look over there and there was like half a car spread out. And these things really do break down, guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, you know, I haven't really been mad at you this week.
No.
About like the work aspect of it, because I have been obviously seeing what you've been doing.
These things break down into really small bits. I mean, that's really cool. That's a diff. So that's like that is so cool. But these things break down, and this will open up and break down. So the screws there, and there'll be little gears inside there, and you know, literally the car comes to pieces. So you imagine if you're taking apart like 2 cars at once, because you're Frankensteining them together, then you know, like a chop shop, as it were, almost. Then you can imagine this, I could have done it neatly. I could have done it in an organised way, but because I'm not organised, it didn't happen neatly.
You just like
I just
spread your mess out.
I'm like a disease or something.
I wouldn't go that far.
Like a virus. I'm like a virus. Just spread.
I don't know.
And so, you know, guys, these little simple things, like they can easily or subtly put you off from actually being able to focus and get the work done.
I mean, my space upstairs is kind of, because I've got the last box of Thunder Tiger parts up there at the moment, so I'm doing the sorting as I'm doing like the drafting, so I do that side of it as well. And because it's a smaller space, I've got a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the boxes on the floor at the moment. So my office is relatively tidy, isn't it? It like everything
very
has
tidy,
its place,
very organised,
really organised. So I can actually have the boxes there, even though there's only such a small space to kind of work with it.
I think, and I've learned from that. I've definitely learned from that though. Like you know, seeing how you do things in that respect, I have definitely benefited from. I mean, so for example, just the way you organise the parts is so much better than how I was doing it.
I mean, in my head, I've got a lot to work through. It's still not perfect how I have it.
No.
But
these are little things that really affect you, because and if there's mess everywhere and there's clutter and there's stuff out, it just affects you. Like and because I spent some time today, Beck went for a nap earlier, guys. I just wanted to tell you, during the day she went for a nap, not me.
I was so tired.
Yeah, exactly. She went for a nap. You know, like people
I
think I'm always the one napping.
Thing is, I say it was a nap. I slept for about an hour and a half.
Just went to bed. Just like went straight. Yeah,
a little half an hour.
Just left me.
Yeah. And an hour and a half I napped for.
Exactly.
It was nice.
And I was just like left to my own devices, and I started to organise the office, and as soon as I'd cleaned it up, magically I got through the 2 bags of parts that had backlogged. So now I've gotten I've got all those photos now ready, and I'm going to be able to draft them this evening, like get the drafts live this evening, and all because it just made me feel like I could do it. I felt like I didn't have any. It's really difficult to explain, but that phrase that you hear, like a cluttered mind, and you know, like or like what's going on around you is a reflection of your mind. So if you've got like a lot of clutter around you, you're going to have a lot of clutter in your head. And I think if you work in a clean environment, your head's going to be clean as well, or like less cluttered or less.
Absolutely.
And I find that it's true, because the more you're messy, the more you can't remember where things are, where you've put things, why you put something where. I mean, it's not easy, but it's got to be done. a lot of people in the chat are agreeing or sharing what their workspace like. Indie Chick says my workspace looks like a bomb has dropped. Joan says I'm mega untidy. Hey everyone, it's the huggable lug with the lovable mark, says Graham. That's a bit of a tongue twister.
That is. Hello, Graham.
Karen says, what's one of them? Mine is always organised chaos. Mine's worse, Beck, says Dave. Peter says he's gathering all those boxes and RC parts to make a nest and go into hibernation. That would be so cool. Jason says, question, what would be the mega haul of choice if you were able to find one? For me, it's this stuff.
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah. For me, definitely jewellery. If we come across jewellery or scarves, because I really love scarves as well.
Scarves or jewellery? That's a bit random. Bunch of scarves.
I enjoy selling them though.
Yeah, you love.
I really do enjoy selling them. So
I remember ages ago when you got that bag, huge bag of scarves.
I've still got some to list actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I still got some to list.
Which
I'm gonna try and get a bit more activity going on the second store and start listing on there again. But
we're changing our plans again, aren't we? We're
slightly.
Yeah, Beck's gonna keep the second store open now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
I do like to go back and forth. I like to try things out. If I don't think something's working, then I'm up for changing it. So.
Well, we're gonna change what's on it. It's not going to be as much clothing. I think what's going to happen is because of the amount of RC stuff I'm
not
buying.
Getting into clothing.
Yeah.
I've realised I don't particularly like.
The main store almost looks like an RC store now, doesn't it? It almost looks like we've got so much RC stuff and model stuff, and I'm thinking going forward, I don't know, I might just stick with it. I like it. I don't know, but
keeping the main store as RC,
and then maybe just whatever other stuff we pick up at car booths and things, just put it on the second store. So I might do something along those lines.
That's the thoughts at the moment. It could change.
Time for a hair trim, says Marigold Blue. Love the video of your shave off. Lol. Yeah. Cool. Actually, here's one. Finding the stapler in the fridge, says Graham Nichols. Let me tell you something funny. Today I went to treat the dog, right? I was like, where's the treat? Oh, it's on top of the fridge, said Beck. It's on top of the fridge. It's on top of the fridge. I'm like, no, it's not. And I was looking, I was jumping to see the top of the fridge and the treats weren't there.
Yeah.
You'd put the dog treat in the fridge. Yeah.
The thing is, one of the things I try and put in the fridge, I've actually tried to put the iron in the fridge before. I don't get that thinking.
Southwest Seller says, Bex, look on the bright side. Spring is around the corner. You can move Z and the stock into the shed.
Yeah, that would be good.
And Nick has joined us. Hi there, Nick and Andrea. How are you? Graham says it's the Hyundai twins. Jason says, mine is total chaos.
It jumped. We can't see.
Damn you, jumping chat.
Where are we?
Oh, man alive.
When it jumps, you realise how far behind you are.
Jesus Christ almighty. We're really far behind. We're going to have to catch up.
We're going to try and catch up in a minute.
Oh, gosh. Damn it. It's
here
brilliant.
We go. Hyundai twins.
Hyundai twins.
There we go.
Mine's like total chaos. Just how I like it. If it's tidy, I'm not working enough. That's my excuse, as Jason. I find the opposite. I can't work when it's. I find it really.
Well, I find it difficult to relax when the house is messy. Yeah. So working workspace for me has to be tidy.
Barry says they have a good system. Bex does the listing and Z supervises between naps. See, she was the one napping today.
I love the way you keep trying to put that in there.
Just try and put it in there because you went for a nap and I didn't.
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I must have been really tired from all that work.
Dave says no dog so far. Yeah.
No, do you know what? He is in the other room.
The dog is in the drawer, says Caroline. No. He's got a place now in the drawer.
No, he's with Sarah.
Yeah.
She's watching NCIS.
Yes, so I think we found a really old episode, didn't we?
Like
a really old episode.
Series, and I watched it last night, so I was fine with her watching it before, because I know NCIS can be a bit gory at times, so we do pre-watch episodes before we allow her to watch.
Exactly. I love the way Z breaks news like that in front of us, so Bex can't say anything. He'll pay later.
Yeah, he wants my polite reaction now, you see.
Are you not going to keep that awesome Audi R8? Asked Jason.
No. I answered that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep that.
No.
I have stuff in 7 rooms in the house. It drives me mad. As Indie Chick. Joan says it's going to be a sofa night. Most likely it's looking that way.
Yeah.
Adam says that's a diff because Bex glazes over.
I know. Do you know what? Actually, I was actually wondering where like the little cogs were, because I'm like, hang on, when I see like. No, that's like gears, isn't it?
The gears are inside here. Yeah. So you have one of these.
Like, where are the little cogs?
So that's like, that will be either at the back or the front of the car, or sometimes they have one, you know, in the middle as well. But this is back or front, and then that spins in the middle.
And then there's little.
And then there's the transmission's in the middle. Yeah. The gears are in there,
yeah. That's why I was glazing.
By the way,
I was like wondering where the gears.
A piece like that sold for about 80 quid.
Wow.
So that's why splitting the cars down is worth it. Because this is like anodized aluminium. It's really good quality.
I mean, we'll sell the tyres separately.
Yeah, I've already started taking other car parts, you know, apart and stuff. So yeah. Righty then. Tandy says Graham Nichols. Jason, go on.
I don't know if you picked up on Nick's comment. It's all work, Z. Listing is important, of course, but
prep work is just as vital.
Which is completely right, and it's something that we are trying to get our heads around a little bit more, because I tend to see listing as that's how you're going to earn your money.
Yeah.
And whereas you are very much you still need to do all like the prep. So whether it's testing something, pulling it apart, breaking it down.
Yeah, I think
you've got your head around.
I love this
a lot quicker than I do.
Yeah, I do absolutely love this stuff, but it does require a lot of work. It's not. This certainly isn't easy, because in a way the parts are easier than this stuff. Like the parts that we had, because they're brand new in packets, and it's just a case of processing. What we've bought here is much more like valuable in fewer items, but it requires that much more work to actually get the value. You know, unless you're into this stuff, most people just wouldn't get the value out of it. I mean, you've got to be prepared to strip things down, make sure they're working and all that kind of stuff. But luckily I enjoy it, so I'm kind of getting to do my hobby and work at the same time, but the balance is important. All Jason needs is exhibit for Pimp My RC Rides as Peter Ray. Okay. Will you take less? Says, I have a storage unit to clear this weekend. I have no idea what's in it. I'm feeling a bit daunted already. Oh, that's interesting. Was that like an auction, Will You Take Less? Or was that like... That would be interesting.
It's always really daunting at first, though, when you've got bulk of something, or it's like a lot of things that you've got to kind of sort through, isn't it?
Oh, Andrea's popped in as well. Hi, Andrea. Right. A lot of people saying hi to BCP. Palm Crack Pickers just popped in as well. Thank you for joining us. Right, we've actually got 97 people watching at the moment. That's fantastic. Thank you everybody for... Oh, it's popped up to 100 now. Thank you everybody who's joined us this evening. Haven't said that yet, so appreciate it. We really do. It is awesome to see so many people on a Friday. Z, you should have an RC YouTube channel, says Peter Cummings.
Well, you do kind of have a hobby channel, don't you?
I'm planning on actually doing more of this stuff on my other channel, because I do have some really freaking cool stuff.
And when we actually test some of this stuff, we are actually going to show video of it.
What we might do is, if we start messing, when we start messing around with some of this stuff,
I really want the big monster truck to run.
We're keeping that?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
We're not keeping it.
Are you sure?
I just want to see it running.
Well, if you like it, will you keep it?
No.
But it's really cool.
I know, it's really awesome.
Are you sure?
Did you see the size of the wheels?
Yeah. You want to keep it, don't you?
No.
Are you sure?
I nearly said yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you still really sure you don't want to keep it?
I'm really sure. I'm really sure.
And that means you definitely don't want to keep it?
I definitely don't want to keep it.
Like maybe a little bit though?
No. I'm not like you. I don't get that attached to
so you like
things.
If we had a big monster truck RC car, would you want to keep it?
No.
Oh, just checking. Just checking. Looks like we might have to work on the monster truck. You sure you don't keep it?
I'm sure.
Man. Right? I should sell it, really.
Yeah.
Should we sell it? Are you sure?
We should. Yeah.
But if we sell it, then it will be gone.
Yeah, I know.
Then what will happen?
You won't have it.
But then you won't have it either.
I know.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I think you're the one with the issues with this.
But like,
this is what I was saying to you earlier. This haul is like really, really good because you've obviously got a massive interest in it, right? But on the other side, it's really difficult for you because you just want to keep everything.
I so badly do.
I know you do.
So bad. Not everything. That's not true. There's some things I'm happy to sell.
There are some things that you're just.
But the really cool things, I'm keeping that though.
Yeah, I know. We've established.
Is that okay?
Well, yeah.
But if I didn't keep that, then could I keep...
No.
Okay.
No.
Thing is... Yeah. No. All right, no, anyway, it's not important anyway.
Yeah,
We'll maybe... No. But yeah, I will do that. I will...
yeah.
What we'll do is... you know, we won't keep it.
Yeah, we won't keep
it.
Can we move on now?
Okay, yeah, sure.
We decided we're not keeping
Adam
it.
says Beck's looking for other RC parts plus not wanting to sell clothes anymore. You've changed, Beck's. What?
I think that's the thing. I think you've got to kind of be honest about what you enjoy selling. And clothes for me is probably not it. I do like certain parts, so I may pick up certain things from time to time. But yeah, I can't see me continuing like massively with clothing.
You're not huge on...
No,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not that into fashion. I don't follow trends. So for me, it's...
Not like me then.
Oh no, not like you.
Thank you.
You're always on it. You know, completely on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, I can't see me continuing with clothes. It's one thing that you said to me when we were out walking Alfie one evening. You were like, you know, what are the things that you really enjoy selling? And then I gave you my answer: jewelry and
scarves. Yeah.
And you were like, well, then do that. And I was like,
yeah,
that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
When you have it pointed out. So.
I mean, I think it really does help. I mean, it can have a negative impact as well, like you mentioned. Like there is always the risk that you
want to keep everything.
You want to keep stuff. Yeah.
I think that's why, in a way, like I don't get attached to things. When I pick it up, I think, oh yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. I'll enjoy listing it. I'll enjoy photographing it, and then that's it, gone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of like that. Whereas you'd like to.
Yeah.
You do get quite attached to these things.
Yeah, I do. Richard says, try dealing in full-size car parts. Takes up a lot of room. Just ask Nick. I can't, you know what? I cannot imagine. I just cannot imagine what the house must feel like right now.
I know.
Like the scale of it is.
I kind of want to go and see.
Yeah, I feel like going down just to see.
I kind of need to go
just want to see. I just want to see what a house looks like with like a car garage worth of car stuffed in.
I know what it's like with the RC boxes.
It's nowhere as bad.
And that is going to be on a massive scale. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I can't get my head around that.
Exactly.
No.
So, your knowledge, passionate, and willingness to tackle breaking this stuff down is where you're adding the value. Most people, including me, would not touch it, says Nick. Yeah, definitely. I think with this stuff, because it's all you know, the in a way the parts themselves, like we showed this earlier. I don't know if you saw it, Nick, but like the parts themselves are just retail bagged, so it doesn't almost matter whether you're into RC or not. You could list that. It's just, you know, processing. But this latest haul with the cars, you've got to be willing to tackle it, because all of these were like returns or bits missing. So unless you're willing to source the bits or to, like I said, strip them down and break them down, then, you know, and it's not for everybody.
Well, I leave the breaking it down to you.
Exactly.
That's all your stuff.
Exactly.
So.
Alrighty then. Might we see the 5th scale truck in action before you sell it, says Stu. Definitely, Stu.
Yeah, we will try it, and we
probably will put videos of the trucks and stuff on my other channel.
Yeah.
Which is now called Only Cool Stuff.
Yeah.
But it still says Dingo ate your baby when you go to the channel.
What we'll make sure we do is we'll actually share the videos like in the chat or on our reselling page as well, so that
we'll share. We can share the clips. So if anyone wants to have a look at what we're messing with,
but it'll probably go up on that channel.
Yeah.
When we do.
Jane Cam says, "Oh guys, remember if you're selling a Nintendo Switch game, don't hold the cartridge in your mouth whilst fiddling with photographs. They put anti-eating film on them. Found out the hard way."
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay. Sounds gross. Question from Graham. Z, knowing what you know now, would you have picked up that RC haul? Which one? The
first one?
The first one or the second one? I'd pick them up again.
Yeah, my answer would be absolutely.
Yeah.
There would have been no doubt.
RC stuff. I mean, not just RC, but any niche, like any hobby niche. The thing with hobbies is that there are people out there that are really big into them, right? That's the nature of a hobby. So now you might not think it, but in a way, when you buy like hi-fi, why does hi-fi sell so quickly? Why are people still, like everyone, you and I would assume everyone just carries around their phones. They listen to music on their little Bluetooth speakers, or you've got a sound bar or something. Who buys a big dirty amp and speakers? Who wants that? It's out of date, right? Hi-fi is a hobby to people. There are people out there that are mad for it and
collect certain pieces, aren't there? So.
Yeah, exactly. Certain hi-fi will fetch silly money, and that's the reason why if you list certain hi-fi, it will literally, like that, it will fly off all around the world. People will be mad for it and buy it because it's a hobby. Hi-fi is a hobby, as well as being just listening to music. Same goes with home cinema, same goes with RC, video games. Why do video games sell? Because people love gaming and they love collecting. It's a hobby. Anything that's like a hobby or a niche is always going to have a good market. And I think that the RC's got this really cool thing where this stuff, like parts, is what it's all about.
And the thing is, I mean, like the Thunder Tiger stuff it's for quite vintage cars. So you at first you'd think it's on an old car, how many people are going to want these parts? But it's actually turning out to be quite a good seller because people keeping hold of their old cars and then they need to fix them when they go out and break them. So
and that's the thing, it's a hobby where people expect to buy parts, don't they? They expect no one buys an RC. Well, people do buy RC cars hoping for them to just work. That's why I've ended up with all this stuff, because they can't fix them. They take them to the shops and then they end up wherever. But the idea of RC is part of the fun is putting them together, fixing them up when you break them. Righty then. Shelsterini asks, are you having a domestic? Look around the eyes.
There you go.
Sell it all, says Nick. Sell it and buy a coffee machine, says Ray.
Sell. There we go. Sell.
Welcome to Reseller, deal or no deal, says Gray. Do you miss the coffee machine? Yes. Yeah, so I really miss the coffee machine. The problem with the coffee machine is I don't have the room for it in the kitchen.
Not in the kitchen.
And out here it was another thing that creates mess and
we'll eventually get another setup at some point.
Exactly.
But just not yet.
Yeah. It's the car or the marriage, says Nick. Southwest Seller says, be right back, KFC has arrived. No way. Man. KFC. Love of KFC. It's a business asset, says Dave Road. It's cost of goods. Well, I did have to pick up some pretty pricey LiPo batteries today. Keep the monster truck. What about the importance of a clear workspace?
I know, right?
The monster truck is huge. It's taking up a lot of room.
We just haven't got the space for that sort of thing.
Yeah. I think I don't know.
Yeah, I just.
Oh no, I agree with Paul Mary. Keep it as a here, big boys toys. See, I think that sounds like. No. Sell feeler top, says Jason. Z is a fashion hound. Just check out that feeler top. Yeah, I find if you wear the same thing enough times,
it just comes around.
Eventually, it just comes. Eventually, you'll be in fashion, right?
You love your feeler shop, don't you?
I don't have many clothes. Yeah. So do you feel sorry for me?
Yeah, I feel sorry for you, but you're not getting the monster truck.
Oh, okay. Did you know I was going to say that?
Because I can see where this is going.
Hobbies go to stimulating the pleasure zone in your brain, so it'll always sell, says Joan. Very true.
Yeah.
RC parts on their own are cool, if only for the engineering, says Graham. Oh, totally. I mean, this thing weighs a lot. It's just so cool. Look at machined brackets, and there's another diff there. There's like a plate. Look at it, just made so well. I mean, that's 2.5 mil thick. Yeah, it's just epic. Just epic, absolutely epic. I'll show you guys the truck that I fixed up. I'll give you guys a close up.
I'm just gonna point out, like, Shellstar Rooney. I don't think the green jumper ever came back round again.
The green jumper that I had, I thought that was nice. What happened to it?
We sold it.
Sold it. We'll be going live with jewellery shortly after Z and B are finished. Join us if you can, guys, says Nick. Oh, cool. So jewellery, cool. That would be awesome. Talking about hobbies, jewellery's into his hobbies. I can't wait to see his games room.
Pop out and quickly walk Alfie.
Yeah.
But we'll try and catch it when we get back in.
Exactly. Bitcoin is dying, says Dave Rowland. Yeah, we'll see. Facebook are banning ads for Bitcoin. Well, I don't know where that came from, but okay. I remember owning and building an old Tamiya Fox Stu Mandry. Great fun. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the one I fixed up. This is like, you can see the bottom of it. So there's the rear shaft and the front, and then those go to the diffs, which are, you can just about make them out underneath the hood. But look at those, the big shocks.
Shall I move while you wave that thing around?
No, that's all right.
You sure?
I'm trying to show people what these are about quickly. Just want to show off the new toy, really. The body shell comes off.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
I get that part, do
My beautiful assistant. There you go.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's the insides there. You can see this. It takes 2 huge LiPo batteries, speed controller, huge shocks. Just beautiful. And
do you know what made me laugh, right? He was like, oh, I've got that RC car up and running, right? Come and pick me up the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. That's great. And he really made me laugh because he was like, oh yeah, it pops some really cool wheelies.
I just said it popped a wheelie and it made it laugh because apparently I'm not cool enough to say that. And here is, and here's the same car, but in well, this is a similar car. Yeah. This is the petrol engine version. This has got like a tiny 2-stroke petrol engine, but this didn't come with it. This came to me incomplete.
Yeah.
It didn't have. It was complete apart from not having the petrol engine. So you can see it's got the petrol tank, but otherwise the car's the same as the electric version in a lot of ways. And so as you can see, I've been gutting it. So this is the car that I took the diff out from the front and the back. You can see I've already started taking some tyres, wheels off it on one side. I took the whole the slipper clutch.
You're making me feel really uneasy.
I took the slipper clutch off, so that's like, you know, a shell. So whoa, let me just put that behind there. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So don't drop it, Z. Mind Bex, he says Peter.
I know, right?
Poor old Z owns expensive RC car, only has a feeler top, 3 t-shirts, a pair of trousers and 4 pants. That's pretty accurate, Stu, except I don't think I've got that many pants.
I was gonna say. I think he's made that judgment on what you wear in the videos. He's like, I've seen this quite a lot.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got.
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
Sign of age when you grunt when you move. Do you know what it is, Claire? Claire says, yeah.
Are you gonna say?
Yeah. Do you know what it is? We went for a run
yesterday.
We went for a run, right? I'm at least 16 stone, right? Yeah. I think I'm about 16 and a bit stone now. I think I have lost a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
But that's mostly due to swapping from Coca-Cola to Coke Zero, I think.
Yeah.
So not real any effort, and we've been walking the dog, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went for a run.
Yeah.
That was it. We went for a run.
You're just really sore today, aren't you?
It was painful. It wasn't a long run, and I couldn't even run the whole way. I was one of those people that was stopping and panting for breath.
Yeah,
and then I was walking and then running and then walking.
Right?
But the thing is, I ache now everywhere. Like when I sit down, my butt muscles hurt. Like, and when I stand up, like my like back on my thighs hurt. And like I'm just aching everywhere, and I'm just really worried. Like, how am I going to walk 26 miles?
Do you know what? I hate to break it to you, but we're going for a run again tomorrow.
I know. No, thing is, I'm looking forward to it. I know. I'm really looking forward to it because you know what? I want to get to the point where, like, if you guys watch like Casey Neistat, he loves running to the extent that it's if you take it away from him, he's sad. Like, it's not a chore. It's like something he enjoys to do, and I would love to get to a point where running is something I like love so much. But at the moment, it really hurts my butt muscles and my thigh and it's just I'm aching in places I didn't know I had, right? And it's just not cool, but
it'll get easier.
I hope so.
It'll get easier.
I hope so. And you know what? The cool thing was though, I was wearing some really sick Nike trainers. Like I got them for £1. And they've got air bubbles all the way around.
I bought my trainers this week.
I love air bubbles. Air bubbles are the best thing.
My trainers don't have air bubbles.
Yeah.
But they're really cool.
Noob.
I bought them off eBay.
No air bubbles.
I was pretty happy.
Mine have got air bubbles though, so they're just like so much better. Like, you know. Graham Nichols says A&E moment on the horizon. The Treasure Pirate says yawn.
That was all the RC stuff.
Yeah. I fitted a Bitcoin machine to my local Hermes shop for £50 labour, easy money as it only took 10 minutes. The shop owner says people travel miles to use the machine, says Tap Peddler. Wow, someone has stolen the engine out of the RC, says Adam. Okay. Right. People getting bored of the RC stuff, that's understandable. What is it? Because I was talking about the RC.
Yeah.
Bex definitely needs to make Z sit through a full explanation of a jewellery and scarves.
It wouldn't last 5 minutes. It really wouldn't.
Slip and clutch.
That's the other thing I said this morning, because when we were talking about like hauls and things like that, I was like, you know, it would be really cool if we could have like a haul that, you know, is more suited to what I like and what I enjoy.
Yeah.
I said, because it's all fine doing all this RC stuff, because I'm quite patient and I can kind of just get down and list it, but it's just it'd be nice if I had some girly stuff.
Well,
please,
let's find some. Let's find some.
Can we have some girly stuff?
We'll go to the car boots. All right, she'll go to the car boots and find some.
Well, I can't go this Sunday because I'm covering in the shop, but
next Sunday.
We'll go next Sunday.
And we'll see if we can find, but like but what if there's no value in it, like the clothes and stuff you said? What
are you chatting about?
Well, you said jewellery stuff, did you? Jewellery and what else? Scarves?
Yeah.
But what if there's no value in the scarves?
Well, then it's not there then, is it?
What are we going to do then?
I don't know.
We have to find something, right?
Yeah. We've got to hit a compromise.
Do you want just something different?
Yeah.
Just different to RC?
Something different.
Something different. Yeah. Like craft maybe as well. Did you like the craft stuff?
I love the craft stuff.
Yeah, we could find craft. I'm sure there's always craft stuff about.
Craft stuff.
Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Yeah. I will sit through a jewellery and scarf stock haul, actually, Shastruni.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I will try.
Oh, come on. Do you remember, like, when I was showing all those clothes, like, ages ago? You were just like, come on, hurry up. You hate that stuff.
Sir Thrifts a lot asks, do you have RC planes as well? Any jets? No, I don't have any planes yet. No. Maybe in the future I will, but not at the moment. I've got some helicopters. Helicopters.
We've got helicopters.
Keep at the running, says Peter Cummins. It will get easier. I bloody hope so, Pete. Oh no, Jason said. Jason says, "Oh, how are you going to manage the 26 miles? It's getting closer."
We should be okay. I mean, official training, is going to be starting from. It's meant to be from the 18th of February. I think we're going to have to start upping the mileage and taking Alfie out a little less with us, because we need to kind of work on our speed as well. So so that is going to have to happen. in the next week or two.
Yeah.
But it starts off relatively easy. I mean, I'm going to look for the moonwalk plan. I don't think they've emailed it out yet, like your training guide yet. So I'll have to check my emails because everything keeps going into spam at the moment from the moonwalk. So
Adam says, did you stretch it all before or afterwards? Not as much as I should have. Barry asked, did your moobs chafe? See, I should have put some tape on them or something, but no, they didn't. The difficult thing is sticking to it, says Peter Cummins.
Absolutely.
And Indie Chick says, keep with it. It's amazing how quickly we'll improve. The funny thing is, I actually want to do it, and I enjoyed it, even though I'm in pain now when I sit up and stand down. I understand that's because I've just abused my body for many years, and I can't all of a sudden then expect to go out and sprint everywhere. But I love the idea of it. If nothing else, just so I can buy really cool trainers. Like I love the thought of being like fit enough to go running every day, and I could buy those crazy Asics trainers with all the crazy colours. I'd get the craziest ones, you know, that glow in the dark and stuff.
I just want to point out to Stu, he's put, I make good money on vintage jewellery, don't knock it. So there you go.
No, of course there's good money. I'm not knocking it.
Did you forget some of the jewellery items?
No, jewellery can be great.
Last year from the house clearance.
No, exactly. We had some really good pieces.
Yeah,
I know.
You put you in your place.
Okay, fair enough.
Carry on.
Yeah, no, a good point about the jewelry. Of course, jewelry's got value in it. It definitely is. Just, you know, there's it's about finding it really. Right. Aching for KFC, says Peter. No, I'm okay. A little bit maybe. Sit on the RC car. 26 miles would be a doddle, says Jason.
Is that why you want to keep it?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to keep it. Yeah,
customize it and put a
whip
seat
it
on.
out and like just.
He sat on the top.
Oh
anyway.
Gosh. Now Z, why would she ever buy anything without value? If Bex buys, there will be value, says Trace. Okay, I was being a bit mean there, I suppose. You know.
I've got this pretty awesome image of you in my head.
What, on the RC car? Which one? The tiny. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Gosh. 18th is my birthday. Enjoy your training. I will eat cake, says Jason.
Oh dear.
Oh gosh. Nick should have the strength anyway for the 26 miles. All the working in the horse, says Peter. Yeah. It's going to be tough for all of us.
It is. But the thing is, if we do the training, it will be fine. Because, I mean, I remember when I did it in 2016, at the start of it, we were a group of 8 walking, because I walked with the guys from my old job at the surgery. And at the start of the training, none of us thought we were going to make the 26 miles. On the actual night, we all completed it. It was really awesome, really emotional.
Does the hype get you through, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Seeing other people walking it, it's just amazing.
Yeah. Johnny D has a question for all. Has anyone had to transition from sole trader tax return to being VAT registered? We're facing that now, and I don't know if it's something I can do myself or need an accountant. I would probably... I mean, I know Nick used to do the tax return for them by themselves, but they did it. They had an accountant first, and then they realised they could do it themselves.
We could be wrong, but I'm sure Nick.
Yeah, they did have they did have an accountant, but then they were like, we could do what he's doing for less money, and then they did it themselves.
But if you're not confident in it, then I'd say get an accountant.
Do you press the stop button? Just press the the first button.
That one.
Yeah. No, there you go. Yeah, that's sorry, that was just a battery charging.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so that's something I would say really is maybe try that.
Because it's always worth getting advice if you're not too sure on it yourself.
Yeah. People are saying I'd need one on each foot, an RC car, like RC skates. Shelster Rooney says that, yeah. Z on the car, but Bex on the controls is Peter. Right. I mean, the other thing is, if you're in a couple, then you can both be sole traders, can't you? And make sure that you both stay underneath the threshold.
I mean, so that's definitely what we've done.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're both sole traders, then
can't speak for Nick and Andrea, but that's what we've done. We're operating as sole traders.
Yeah.
So that way we can kind of spread it out.
Pump Crack Picker says if Z grows a moustache, he could be Mario Malik. Super Mario. Bex explains to Puzzled Z that RC cars are the small ones out. The RC cars are small, the ones outside are far away. That is such an epic comment. Thank you, Dr. Doodle-Doo. If you guys don't know, that is that is a homage to Father Ted. Yeah, when Father Ted explains to Dougal about the cows. Yeah. Oh, that makes me Dougal. What's that, Ted? That's the way he says it. What's that, Ted? Oh gosh.
Okay. Oh dear. We might have to go and watch some Father Ted now.
Yeah, Father Ted is epic. On the walk, are the four of you going to stick together, or is Z and Nick going to get competitive and try to make a race out of it? Says Barry. We're going to try to stick together.
Do you know what? Yeah. For motivation, when you're walking as a team, it's best to stick together.
Yeah.
Because you will need it throughout the night. Someone else will have to kind of take. Yeah. Come on, we can do this.
We're going to stick together. Hopefully, we'll be able to live stream.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to sort out chargers and stuff like that.
Well, you can buy those power banks, can't you? And we could live stream during the night. That would be quite cool, isn't it?
We will try.
That would be super cool. Yeah.
For anyone that's going to be awake.
Yeah, for anyone that's going to be awake at like 2 in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, well,
I think we did have a question somewhere.
Oh, go on. Question. Sorry if it's already asked. Will you continue to use Hermes now with the price rise? I know you don't like the post office, says Tap Peddler.
We have been mixing up our post, actually. We do quite a lot Royal Mail now because it's large letter. And the odd little bits, I can hear them laughing out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we do use more Royal Mail than we used to.
Yeah,
absolutely. Since a lot of our stock now fits large letter, it makes sense because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
£2.8 for under 100 grams.
But we still use and
that's
my
tracked.
Hermes for quite the bigger parcels.
We do.
But we're even reconsidering that.
Yeah. We've had an issue with Hermes where you can sometimes find that if you're sending a particularly large sized parcel, sometimes the driver may leave it if they don't have room, and
this has happened to us a couple of times. One recently this week, and then previously a couple of weeks ago. We, although our handling time kind of allows for a bit of a delay, if it's still sat there the following day when you see it, you think, oh goodness, what we're going to do. So we have been thinking about how we do send our larger parcels, because I don't want to be in the position where we start getting defects for late delivery just because the guy can't fit it on his van. So which is a bit frustrating. But yeah, that's it really.
Exactly.
Anyway, we're going to get off because I know Nick's going to be on
now. So it's 8:01 now.
Yeah,
so
we don't want to run over too much.
Thank you very much for joining us, guys. We really, really appreciate it. We've got 116 people watching.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much for joining us.
If you've got any comments, leave them in the comment section. Like the video if you did, and obviously pop over to Nick's because we're going to be he's going to be on there with Jory.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Yep. Bye.